Hello Pokemon Go trainers, we have a lot of exciting news to go over. Now there's been a good amount of data mining for some code in the game. Some items for Gigantamax and Dynamax. Now Dynamax and Gigantamax are Generation 8's gimmick. Like Megas for Generation 6 and Kalos. Z Crystals in Alola, Gen 7. Gen 8, I mean, we've had the Pokemon glossed over. Now we do have some of the Pokemon like Zacian and Zamazenta. And Zacian is just amazing in Master League. But it's been a while. It's been a long time since we've had it. But there's some potential for it to be the feature for next season in Pokemon Go, which is exciting. Now these are Gigantamax forms, special form of Dynamax, and in the turn-based main series gameplay, Dynamax and Gigantamax are 3 turns of supersizing your Pokemon instead of like Mega Evolving for a full battle. You can still only do one, and a lot of the strategies for winning games was having your Dynamax or Gigantamax till to the end, and then you're able to just beat your opponent. And they have special moves, which is really cool. I mean, just extra power, and the move takes typing of the base move that's on the Pokemon, which is nice. But yeah, very exciting for all of these Pokemon. I mean, Megas are very popular, and another thing like Dynamax or Gigantamax, I could also see Niantic only allowing you either this or Mega, but there's plenty of popular Pokemon. I mean, you have Charizard, Pikachu, Meowth's awesome. Some exciting Pokemon that we do not have in the game yet, like Centiskorch, Hatterene, Grimmsnarl, Alcremie, and Urshifu, one of the most broken Pokemon in the game, one of the most overpowered broken Pokemon right now in the mainline VGC game. And all of the data mines we are going to be going over from the Pokemon group on Twitter. They have Discord for other stuff, but I'm just gonna use my screenshots that I've done from the Twitter. So there's complete Bread Battles and Bread Battle Woods upgrades. Get Numeran Station Assists. So seems like we're going to be getting some new locations to meet at, which is nice. I mean, we've been wanting like Poke Centers to meet up, but who knows, maybe this is just an addition to the gyms. A new gym system, maybe, who knows. Maybe just a new type of raid with these Dynamax Pokemon, but also Bread Move Root and Attack Boost. Some new actions going to be able to do during battles, that's cool. 2 new tutorials, Bread Pokemon Info Tutorial and Bread Move Info Tutorial. We're getting bread in Pokemon Go. Amazing. And there's going to be some new quests. Makes sense with using the bread move, unlock bread move, enhance bread move. Maybe you're going to be able to permanently Dynamax or Gigantamax. Maybe you're going to have to train up the moves instead of just like a Dynamax level. Again, instead of a Mega level equivalent. Some new icons. And we already have a box to sell MP, which is okay, nice. So we're going to have Bread Map, Bread Station Battle, Bread Multiplier, and Bread MP Pack. Who knows what any of this is going to be? Maybe we're going to need a special item to get daily or pay for to get extra to be able to Dynamax Pokemon more often. conspiracy theories, just, thoughts, theories. Bulbasaur is the first Pokemon to receive a configuration for Bred Dynamax. Now, Dynamax you should be able to do with any Pokemon, which is, over 800 Pokemon in the game. I think 852 is the max, so that is, it's understandable for it to take that long. There's over 1,000 Pokemon in general. And unless they limit the amount of Pokemon that can be Dynamaxed, eventually adding 1,000. Adding a few Pokemon here and there, a couple per month, theoretically. That seems a reasonable pace for potentially enough time to code this feature for all the new Pokemon. But it's Niantic. They've definitely made a mess with plenty of stuff in the coding. But cool to see Dynamax, Bulbasaur. That would be fun. Maybe they start with Kanto starters. They do love Kanto Pokemon. Now, in the main series games, they added raids, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Gen 8 games, mainline games. This picture, you were able to, up to 3 other people, so party of 4, you're able to do Dynamax raids, and you go up the path. In total, you can get 4 Pokemon, and at the end there is a legendary. And throughout, you end up collecting Pokemon to help you defeat legendaries, and some of the notable, very difficult Pokemon, like Tanky Lugia. I know Zygarde is very difficult. It's super strong. If you've experienced it in Go Battle League as a complete form, it's a monster. Even a 10%. 50% if they're a high enough level, they can be pretty respectable, but complete Zygarde is just a whole nother level. And maybe, they added the Dynamax raids with Crown Tundra DLC from Sword and Shield. Maybe you can have some options for different tiers of raids. Maybe you gotta defeat first 3 tiers and then final tier to go up and defeat the Dynamax version of the legendary, which makes sense. Getting people to commit more time, and if it does, so it's takes 20 minutes on average if you're efficient to complete one of these. Maybe something similar. 5-minute raid timer for legendaries in the games in Pokemon Go already. First ones with the raids. Who knows? Who knows? It's going to be interesting to see what we get for the full release of what all this is going to be. And there's another variable for this called Bred Battle Level. So who knows? Maybe that's maybe Bred is just Dynamax. Who knows? We do have some more assets. So we got, looks like some stations. Very cool. Button, Dynamax button. Makes sense. Maybe going to, cool. Cool to see these items. Maybe you'll see that type of gym when a Dynamax egg is going to hatch. Who knows? We don't know for sure. Some textures with Station Arena and Bread Ball. And the sound effects for 18 Dynamax moves were also added. Now, because the Dynamax moves are based on types, maybe it's just going to be based on the typing's charge move. So if you have a, let's see, Rayquaza with the Dragon and Flying type move, you'll be able to use the Dragon and Flying type Dynamax moves, which is cool. Potentially makes sense. Now in the main series games, they do have 4 moves per Pokemon. Now there's 3, including the Charge Attack with Go. But, we can only potentially theorize, say things that make sense, and a lot of things that don't make sense. Well, a lot of things that don't make sense happen in this game because of a company called Niantic. very notable for doing a lot of weird things. And the max moves, I mean, you can read them all, but from bottom to top, so that is steel, grass, dark, ground, rock, psychic. I do not know what Worm, Wind, or Starfall are, but Airstream, that's flying, water, poison, ice, ghost, fighting. Maybe don't know what Max Strike is. Lightning, that is definitely electric. Maybe Fairy for Flutterby and Fire for Flare. Now you could probably do the checklist yourself, but I mean, it's cool. Who knows what? Hopefully next season, maybe a new big revamp with GBL, with the new meta and some new features for the people who don't do GBL, which, I mean, it's definitely, I mean, if I didn't have the Pokemon, if I had already spent millions of Stardust in Chico Battle League, I probably would not, but also it's keeps this channel going. Thank you everyone who watches the channel, subscribe, helps out a lot, hit the like button on the videos you enjoy, tells the YouTube algorithm to recommend to more people. But back to the stuff. New filters for Dynamax and Gigantamax were added to the game's code. Very nice. Going to be able to filter out, which makes sense. And you can see icons with their filters. That's nice. And some new icons included Bread Multiply Row, cool things. I mean, we can only speculate to a point until we get some more concrete information, until they probably announce some things. Also, this was also added to the APK. Cool. Bread Max Warp. So probably going to be a similar system to Mega. I mean, the Mega system currently is just amazing. I mean, yeah, it costs a good amount of energy. You do take like 5 raids, potentially 6. If you're too slow to be able to Mega a Mega Rayquaza, Groudon, or Kyogre for the first time, but it is much cheaper, and being able to less than a year, I think, if you just wait out after doing the first energy payment for a Mega. But it goes from 7-day timer to 5-day timer to 3-day timer, which is reasonable. And I mean, you can walk with the Pokemon to get extra energy, so you can speed up that process a bit. I mean, if you know how to Mega get excited state on your Pokemon, you can collect the candy and energy sooner, which is very nice. Which is like taking like 2 hours to 2.5 hours. Now, if you're walking, you get extra hearts. But like, if every half hour you like bury, you bury the Pokemon, take a snapshot, play with it, make sure you get like a heart interaction, a sparkle sign to register. You don't just tap it. But yeah, there are guides. I'll probably make a guide soon. Best rated, best buddy Pokemon. I'm terrible with it, but it takes time, and I just have not. Now, of course, we have the 18 max moves received with the names. 33G max moves. That's cool. 34 Pokemon received their gigantic max forms. Medals. Okay, for Safari Zone coming up. Warning when transferring Pokemon with the background. Nice. Complete list of all Gigantamax Pokemon is on. Okay. So these are all the move names in the code. Very, very nice. Gigantamax Venusaur. Okay, so some of the Pokemon. Gigantamax Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Butterfree. Okay, good. Now we got some more text. Gonna be reading it. I mean, If you don't want to listen to me, you're welcome to read, but we are getting closer to the release of Dynamax / Gigantamax in Pokemon Go, and we finally have the text. This helps us understand a bit more about this mechanic. We're also working on simulating some things in the game, and we'll show you as soon as everything's ready, but here's a spoiler. So, Max Particles is MP, that's nice. We finally discovered the real name of stations, Power Spot. Nice. Maybe we are getting new additions or new things. To battle at a Power Spot, we will need Dynamax Pokemon, which we catch in the wild. Cool. We gotta catch new Pokemon. They're doing the Dusk Rockruff, making us have to catch new Pokemon. To battle, you need to battle with Dynamax Pokemon. You can catch them in the wild from visiting Power Spots. Okay. There will be attack multipliers. Get an attack multiplier based on how many Pokemon are placed at the Power Spot. Okay, that's nice. Imagine in some radius, there's going to be 3 abilities during battles: Cheer, Max Guard, Spirit. Also 3 new filters for attack categories: Max Attack, Max Guard, Max Spirit. And here are some descriptions of Max moves. Max Attack is an extra powerful move. Max Guard, reduce damage taken from attacks. And Max Spirit, heal users and allies Pokemon in max battles. Nice. Also, descriptions during an upgrade. Max Guard, create a barrier that reduces damage taken, and attack is a extra powerful charge attack. And the Max Spirit raises the spirit of the users and allies Pokemon to recover everyone's HP. Nice. And Dynamax and Gigantamax during battles will have a cooldown. Makes sense. There will be a daily limit of max particles you can collect, and you'll see that message. There's going to be a leaderboard for Pokemon placed at Power Stops. Okay, competition. Pokemon placed at Power Spots assist other Pokemon in battle to help defeat the Power Spot boss. Ooh. And gonna organize all the... Okay. Very nice. And we got bread. But next. So there are several tutorials. Find powerful Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon at Power Spots. Nice. Collect max particles from the Power Spots. You can use them to battle at Power Spots or train max moves. Defeat a Power Spot boss for a chance to catch them. Ooh, only going to be a chance. We'll see what the chances are, but you only use max particles if you win the battle. That's nice. So you can only get a max amount a day, but you have to win for it to get consumed. That's actually very fair. It's really interesting to see how often you can get them. I could see maybe once a week you can get a max. Who knows? Maybe that's way too bad, but we will see. Maybe different ones will cost more. After you defeat a Power Spot boss, you can place a Pokemon to help other trainers and earn candy. You can place up to 20 at one spot. You may encounter Pokemon after visiting a Power Spot. The more Gigantamax Pokemon placed at the Power Spot, the higher chance you may encounter a wild Dynamax. So Gigantamax are a specific category. Dynamax more general. And your nearby menu has been upgraded. Visit Power Spots and walk to collect max particles. Gotta walk, gotta adventure, gotta go in Pokemon Go. It will be possible to earn them while walking, and there'll be a quest, and you can receive them from Power Spots, and there'll be messages to confirm those collecting. There's some confirmations of error messages during the trade and transfer Dynamax. That's good. To the professor, do you really want to transfer this Dynamax Gigantamax Pokemon? You cannot transfer your last Dynamax Gigantamax Pokemon. Oh, you're going to be required to keep them. Get ready at least one. You'll need to train the Pokemon for upgrades. Do you want to train? Nice. So don't go fast catching. Don't go fast catching. That's not going to work, which is fair. Just don't fast catch. It will not be possible to trade Pokemon that are in a power spot. Makes sense. Okay. Reasonable stuff. 34 max descriptions added to the Pokedex. Nice. Apparently they did a good job with Dynamax and Gigantamax mechanics. Not just a new raid here. It really seems fun. Feel free to tell us how you think this mechanic will be in Pokemon Go. We're excited about the launch. I'm definitely excited. I mean, hope you enjoyed the video. Like button if you're excited. I definitely going to be making content on more information that is found ASAP when we get an official announcement. I could see at least after Pokemon Worlds. Season is coming to an end. And I mean, it's been an okay season. We've had some big success with the raid days. Mega Lucario was awesome. Elite Raid's just bad. Hopefully we don't get any more. We had a good time with your Mega Rayquaza and Mega Lucario raid day. You can see the videos on how I did, which was fairly nice, fairly good. I got amazing amount of shinies from almost 100 raids for Lucario, and got my best IV Rayquaza, which is a 98 with 14 HP. So next best thing to the hundo. That shiny would have been lovely. Actually, I have a 98 shiny with 14 attack. Which actually, I mean, I don't use it enough in Go Battle League, but it's been totally nuked by usage. But hope you had a good time with the video. We'll see what we get in Pokemon Go. This definitely can bring some excitement, especially with fall. But I am definitely going to be excited to not have the heat of summer too much longer. But thanks for watching. Good luck with the game, whatever you're doing with the game. Stay tuned for more news. Gonna be very quick with it. But thanks for watching. And